Good evening, everybody. I'm Reverend Beverly, and this is Reverend Kim. We have just had a wonderful discussion on the energies, and even with Jamie's little twerp she put on Facebook about just the trash can on fire because they're just everywhere and just exploding. So we wanted to hone in on different commitments that have been made and where our energies should be going in that direction. Or are they not priorities? Or are we changing our priorities because of the circumstances around us and the energies around us? So I think we're going to discuss that for a little bit and then draw cards to conclude to see what they have to say. What do you like to say?
Thanks, Reverend Bev. So yeah, I received an email this morning that we've been trying to put together our seminary reunion, and we've had this planned for a little while now, and we had people respond saying, this particular date is the best, and I just got a reply from Reverend Vanessa, who had said that she's not getting much of a response back. And she questioned, she said, should we postpone this or push this back? And her message or her inclination was maybe we should think about that. And then she asked me what I thought. And I kind of, I don't know, I think I don't want to say my response was like a sledgehammer, but maybe a little bit like a sledgehammer, and I know that's shocking. Not really. But I had said, no, you know what I'm hearing is that we should move forward with this, and whoever's going to be there are the ones that need to be there. And she said, we're all on different pages. And I'm thinking, what, that's kind of accurate. We are on different pages. We all are. And I had said that to her. Yes, we are all on different pages. And that's the way it's going to be for a while now. This is the message I got, that everybody's going to be on different pages. We're all not going to be coalesced like we used to be. And that is a change. I mean, so that's where our energies about commitment come in. Where are your priorities? And are you happy with, the choices you're making regarding your commitments? Because if you're not, you need to rethink that just for your own sake.
That's what it's always been a pet peeve of mine, is priorities. You've got people in general that have this expensive house. They can't afford it, but they don't have anything in it. Kind of like me, but the principle is the priority was to get this because you thought that's what would make you happy. And happiness does not come from outside. And I think a lot of the problems in society now, we are get it now, worry about paying for it later, and we're materialistic, not spiritual. And then when we get all our ducks out of whack, we run to the sanctuary or the churches for, oh, God, help me. What did I do? And again, it's all our energies. We need to stop and realize it's outside interference that is causing all this turmoil. And we have to stand still and listen to ourselves. And at the time when we made the commitments, we were in an angels teach mode. And we were all excited because we get to see all our friends again, because we haven't done this in a couple of years. And it's like, oh, and then life steps in. I've got this, I've got that, I need to do this. And you have to quiet yourself And I find at night, because it's very hard to quiet my mind and go to sleep, I will sit there and I'll categorize all the great things or the happy things that happened during the day. And from those, then I bring in my gratitudes, which I elaborate on in the morning. So I'm ending my night in peace and calm, and I'm waking up in the morning in peace and calm and following my soul's direction or my soul's purpose. And I think Siobhan has helped that a lot from when we did the 21 days, because it stops you from prioritizing the garbage. And that's what it is.
That's a good point. Well, again, you're absolutely right. The priorities of where you're placing, your energy. And again, I guess we've talked about this before, and I've said this before. Where is your focus? Where is your focus? So if your focus is on all this stuff out around you, you're not listening to your heart, you're not listening to your angels, you're not listening to your team, you're not being quiet and actually listening to what your soul is telling you, and allowing yourself to get on that hamster wheel and just keep going and going and going.
Because something will always come.
Yes.
Always, because the energies, there's always something coming up. And then you get involved in everything else and you've lost where you were.
Well, and not only that, but then when the time for your commitment or whatever has come and gone, and you've decided to bail on it, or you've got busy, I'll put that out there, you got busy or whatever, there is that feeling with some, like, oh, I should have joined, or I wish I had. So again, like you said, to quiet yourself and to think about this and to really focus on your priorities as far as where you want them to be, because you should never have more regrets than you do gratitude. The I shoulda, woulda, coulda is not going to help you at all.
I look at what you're saying, and for lack of better word, the garbage around me is driving me crazy. And now I'm choosing not to get involved on it, not to sympathize, because it's their journey. Most important thing is my journey,
Yes.
me. And that's over everything here. And I do apologize for not being here last week. You did a great job.
No, I'm glad I'm
to the hospital,
I know, but I'm glad everything worked out.
And
it has,
I didn't think that was a good place to do a thing while for her.
Might have been a little more distracting than we're used to.
And I have to tell you, so I can tell everybody, we walked into emergency and they thought she was having a stroke. And the doctor looks at me and he goes, "It's her time. We can't do anything for her. She's 80 years old. The test results are only good up until 80. They're not categorized or for over 80 years old."
Well, she's what, 92?
To be 93.
Oh God. So I know. So that was another thing that kind of tweaked me too. And I've had that happen where it's like, oh well, you've reached a certain age, so oh well.
Yeah, that's exactly how they did it.
Not take care of your health anymore. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet,
So, there are extenuating circumstances sometimes you have to do, but not all the time. And if you plan something, you usually can stick to it, know.
And again, it was our idea, and I was really excited about the possibility of getting together with everybody, because it has been 2 years.
Almost 3.
Yeah, since yes, you're right. Oh my gosh. since, we've seen everybody and we've been in one place together. And for me, it was so special to spend that time, those months and months that we did, and learning about everybody, and everything we learned. And so I guess my expectation was that everybody was going to be as excited as me, and that's not necessarily the point. It's not what's happening, because, and I get it, people's, life happens, and but again, where are you putting your focus? Where are your priorities? And are you going to miss out on something by not attending? Are you going to, is there, an enhancement or an
Is
enrichment?
something going to be said that was just for you, and
Exactly.
you're not going to hear it?
Right. Exactly. And again, that is your journey, your choice. I just, I would just love to see everybody, and maybe that's not going to happen. And so I get to be okay with that, and to realize, we're not all on the same page anymore.
The energies are taking us in different directions, and we have to sort out which direction we're going to take. And it might not be with everybody.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Like you said, it is our journey, so we must focus on our journey and not everybody else's. So, what card are you going to pull?
It's the funniest thing, because it's just how I feel. I can't sit any place in my house and be alone.
I know.
Somebody's sitting and staring at me, whether it's
staring at you now.
She just went by me, so she passed me.
Okay.
The card I drew is bask in silence, away from the noise of your thoughts. And it's absolutely gorgeous.
It is beautiful.
The colors in it are your yellow greens to blues to orange, and then browns, which is a new, or a golden brown to me, a new color. But her skirt is swirled around her, and I always sit on the floor with one leg over because I stretch. And this is what she's doing. And she's just looking off to her side, contemplating, not saying anything. And I've learned in the short months that this has all been going on, to not answer, to not say anything, to be silent. And it's wonderful, because other people stop complaining. They stop going on and on and on if you're not feeding the fire.
Oh, that's good.
So without realizing it, Izella's able to feel my calm and look at me and stare at me, but she doesn't chatter.
Right.
On and on and on, and my teeth hurt, my back hurts, my head hurts. She just sits now and stares, where I'm able to just maintain my silence and regroup my thoughts to what I truly want. And it's a wonderful, wonderful feeling. So it was a perfect card for regrouping and calming the energies around us, so that we can be that example of peace and love.
I love that. I do. And of course I pull from my creatures deck, and I'm like, well, I don't even know what the heck that means. I pulled ancestors.
Oh my God. Stonehenge already. All the kitties.
I'm like, well, that has nothing to do with no, that's not true. I love Stonehenge, and I love the ancestor. So again, I guess let me tune in here a minute before my thoughts are all scattered here. But Azella is an ancestor. I mean, she's still with us physically, at least.
We are all one.
Our ancestors are always with us. And it's always good to be able to heal. And like you said, with the peace. Okay, so you're giving her calm, which is, I think, something she's needed because of her fear of crossing over. So instead of feeding that chatter and all that noise, you've given her a gift of calm and peace and silence. And I think our ancestors can reach across the void, across the veils, and help to give us that calm and allow us to heal whatever is going on with the ancestral energies so that we can move forward as well. But I want to, because I'm loving this tarot deck, this creature's tarot deck. I want to pull a card from there. There's so much fun. Whoops. Okay. So you wanna show yourself. I love it. They're so cute. And because I'm not real clear, I'm not real good on the tarot. Let me put all my stuff away here. But this is the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that little guy. Isn't he so cute? Isn't he? I love that. I love that. So let me look it up because I don't know. The Pentacles are all about abundance, right?
I know nothing on the tarot.
Rewards, luxury, financial independence. Oh, I'm loving this one.
Wow.
Which, yes, you've got a tree that is filled with coins and they're harvesting them. So I love that. And that's what everybody gets to have, financial independence and abundance and, good feeling things. And if we focus on how we feel about our commitments and our priorities, if we're in alignment with all of that, I think that's where, our abundance of joy and happiness and everything else comes into play.
If we focus on the good will enter. If we focus on the turmoil will enter. So we need to change our thinking.
Because Angel Amy did say this morning about energies. She did say energy is energy. It's not good or bad, it's just energy. It's your thoughts that create the circumstances of where the energy is going to focus. So if you're focusing on the negative, the energy, universe, or whatever says, oh, okay, you want more of that? Sure. There it is. So I do the same thing. I don't do it at evening, but I do in the morning where I say all my gratitudes, what I'm thankful for, and start my day that way. I'm going to try the evening one too, because I like that idea of all the good things that have happened throughout the day. I like that. I like that a lot. And to bring in the silence that sometimes we all need.
Exactly.
Oh, so with that, my dear, I am complete.
I am too.
So we thank you again for joining us this week. And we ask that you be gentle with yourself and to be kind to yourself and to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time, my friends, be well